Let us discuss about the scale widget. Scale widget in Python Tkinter is used to create a scale on application window. This scale has a slider on it which can be adjusted as per the requirement. So in this image you can see that we have created a scale widget, and on this scale widget we have a slider that we can slide up and down. We can also create it horizontally, wherein we can slide the slider in the right and left direction. In our real life, there are multiple applications that use slider. For example, the most popular one is this volume one. So here you can see that there is a slider which allows us to increase and decrease the volume. Apart from that, if you have used Microsoft Office or Word, there also you can notice this scale widget. Let me show you. So I am opening a very old application, that is WordPad, that is applicable in all the Windows 10 operating system. I mean all the Windows operating system. So here also you can see that this is a slider. So we can slide it as per our requirement. So in this section we will be learning this, how to create this slider. So let's jump into our VS Code editor. So I have already written a basic template for creating the application. Now in order to create the application, first of all we have to mention the name, which is scale with capital S, SCALE. Then where we want to put it, we want to put it on the main screen, that is WS. And if you don't want to provide any other parameter, you can just pack it, or you can provide any geometry manager over here. Now you can see on the screen there is a slider which we can slide up and down. By default the orientation is vertical. Now if you want to increase the font of this thing, you can change the value in the font. So if I type font, now you can see that the font has been increased. So in this slider you can notice that the starting point for this scale widget is 0 and the end point is 100. So you can change that thing using the from and to parameters. So if I'll just write from, you have to mention from underscore and then the starting value. So you can give any starting value. So by default it was 0, I will give it 10. And then till where you want it to go. So I want it to go till let's say 1000. Now let me run it. Now you can see that starting value is 10, the last value is 1000. You can also provide a text to this scale widget using a label parameter. Now you can see that the text is appearing over here. If you want to disable it, you can just use the parameter state, which provides two options. One is normal and another one is disabled. If you will set it to disable, user will not be able to access it. So let me show you. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I just need to, okay, yes. So now I am not able to drag it down to the bottom of the screen. So you can see this is how you can set it. If you will set it back to the normal, it will start working perfectly. If you want to hide this value, the thing that is appearing over here, use this parameter show value and set it to false. Now you can see the label is not appearing. I mean the text that was showing the change in the numbers is not showing over here. You can also increase the length and width of the scale widget. So if I set width is equal to, let's say, 50. Now you can see that the width has been added, width of 50 has been added. If you want to increase the size of this scale widget, then you have to increase the length. So let's give it 200. Now you can see that the length has been increased. You can also provide tick intervals over here. So let's say tick interval. If I gave it to let's say 5. Now you can see that there is a marking, scale marking over here. So let me reduce the numbers from 0 to 10 only. So now you can see that there is a difference of 5 over here. If I'll just give a tick interval of 1, Then I'll get the marking of 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's give it 2. Now you can see 0, 2, 4, 8, 6, 8. That's why it is called scale. Now other than that, you can also change the orientation. Right now default orientation is vertical. I can set it to the horizontal one. So I need to type orient equals to horizontal. Run the application. Now you can see. Now I have to slide in a right and left direction. If you want to increase the size of this slider inside it, then you can change it using the slider length option. Slider length, and you can provide any value over here. Let's give it 20. Okay, so 20 is actually less over here, so I need to provide, let's give it 100. Now you can see that the slider width has been increased. So the last option that I am going to talk about is command. There are more options as well that we have provided in the PDF available with this video. So let me go ahead and create a function over here. Def get value, and I need to provide a parameter over here or an argument over here. So let's say n. Now whatever the value is being selected on the slider, it should be displayed on this terminal. Print the value of n, and I will call this function inside this command. So we get value. Now you can see the application has appeared. Now the moment I have changed the position of this slider, you can see the value is being printed over here. So this value can be used to perform any action, any operation that you want. Let's suppose you are building an application that will control the volume of the computer or the system, then this value can be used over there. With this, we have learned how to use the scale widget. In the next video, we will learn how to use spin box widget.